Hey guys, this is Heidi from Sky Eagle Mountain Hill. I'm showing you a little video on me just starting out. Annie, she has been in bench shows before, and she's one win away from show champion, but she is not good at all on the bench. She's very hyper. She is much better hunting. She is terrible. So the first thing that I did is I cut her toenails, but due to not having anyone else to record and Dustin literally having to lay on the dog to keep her from biting me.
That's not true.
Because she does not like her nails trimmed, and she is not like her mother, and just lets me hold her foot and trim her nails. That's why we had to do that, so I didn't get that on camera, but that is also really important if you're going to a dog show. Make sure their nails are short, but don't quick them because they won't get up on their toes like they need to. And her nails are a little bit long. I don't know if y'all can still see them, but I had to cut them on the ground because she just was not having it. So I'll do a little bit at a time with her. Okay. So, as you can see, I took off her collar. I usually place it under the bench when I'm at a show. I do not put it under the bench because I will forget it. Sometimes I put my show lead under the bench because if I lay it in front of them, they get distracted. But the main thing to remember is you need the collar off the dog before you get in the ring, and you need to have a show lead. I've showed plenty of times with Bonnie. I think we made champion just showing with a leash and a collar because we did not have the necessity. Well, I mean, there was just not people that sold these show leads that I knew about. So I made this one, like I said, and you've seen this in other videos. I don't like the length of this, but I guess it'll do. So the first thing you really want to work on is their gait. Her gait really is not good. So Dustin, can you back up that way some? Thank you. You want them in their natural gait, and this is what really bugs me with people. You don't need the dog running, but you don't need the dog doing this neither. That's not her natural gait. Do not let your dog put her head on the ground. She needs to look like she's walking and gait. It does not need to be a run. It needs to look the way the dog looks the best. In the show ring, she needs to focus. And she needs to walk with me. See? Annie is not focusing. Annie is not walking with me. And this is not how I show, mind you. This is just how we're going to be training, just because she is not listening. And then just pet them up after you do this. And in my opinion, show walk is the most important thing because it's the very first impression the judge gets when you get in the ring. Okay? I feel like I've won shows just based on the show walk, and that's good. I think you can do better on the bench, do better on the ground. I want to be good all around. So, this is the first in the long videos that I'm going to be doing. And you really won't like people making noise and stuff sometimes when I'm going to be practicing out here without having a cameraman. During the week, I'm going to have loud music on. We're going to have people. Like, I'm just going to make it really loud and stuff. So sometimes when you get to these larger shows, and I'm just going to show you, like at the Green American, they'll have you set the dogs up on the ground. So generally, I'll just let this hang or put it like that and set them up on the ground. Okay. So when you're setting them up, you can get closer from like this way. Like over here. Okay. When you're setting them up, I don't like the way she does this. Okay, so when you're setting them up, you need to pick them up and put them on their toes. I have a bad problem with making my dog's chest look deeper than it is. This is one of the issues you are going to encounter with new dogs. They want to be dominant with their feet. And also, watch this, guys. She's dropping her head. That's not okay. And we're going. So when you're setting them up on the ground, it does not have to be perfect. It will not be perfect because you don't have a nice flat surface on a table. Also, when you are showing dogs, the judges are going to check when you're on the bench for an overbite, and he has nice pretty teeth, or an underbite. They're also going to check for your dogs being, hey darling, they're also going to check for your dogs being in heat. If they're in heat, they can remove you from the show. So, that's that. So make sure they're not in heat. Some people let their dogs jump up on the bench. I give her a good scoop, and I put her on the bench. And we're going to go to one of the training exercises that I do to get them comfortable on the bench. No, some people might not agree with me, but not all benches are good, and this one's very stable. So I want them to get used to really shaky benches and just work with that. So, okay, give them a break for a few seconds. And see how Annie is not freaking out? That's what you want them to do. So good girl, pat her up for that, or him. Okay. So when you're setting them up, I usually let the judge come by first. So come closer. You're gonna show them your teeth. Check for underbite or overbite. They will more than likely feel down your dog. They'll possibly pick the dog's leg up, see how it works, make sure it doesn't have any joint issues, hip dysplasia, things of that nature. And then they'll feel down the dog. This is a really good judge if he's doing all this and giving the full workup, or she's doing all this. And then they'll make sure they don't feel any kinks and stuff. Because this is a dog show. This is not making sure that they're an okay dog. Like, you just need to make sure they don't have any deformities. Then they'll check for your dog being in heat or not. Some people still show them while they're in heat and just cover it up with Vaseline or something. I don't. I've seen where people say that if their ears aren't a certain length, I have never seen it or had anyone ear check. I've had people snap, like judges snap their fingers, see how responsive the dog is, make sure the dog's not blind, and stuff of that nature. But Annie, unfortunately, Annie's ears are a little bit short, and I'd like her head to be a little bit blocked, but this is my favorite color in my females, is a little bit darker. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and get her set up. She's a little chunky. I like to get them as close to the front bench as possible. You don't want their feet looking like they're spread out at all. You want them up on their toes, like that. Annie does not like getting close to the bench at all. She's nice and flat-footed too. She's all crucified. You want her to be squared up when you set her up. So you want her to roll and not move her foot, obviously, like she just did. This is not something you want them to do, guys. Okay, so if they're dropping their head like this, I don't know what is a good way to get them to quit doing this. So if you do, please comment, because I just had to work through it with Bonnie, and it made my arm really tired because we went through one round and then we had to go through another round at a red bone sectional, and my arm was exhausted by the end of the show fighting her. I don't like the way she rolls her feet at all. And that doesn't hurt them. It's just, I'm trying to keep. And if the judge sees your dog fighting you the whole entire show, they're probably not going to pick you. So. I really don't like this. This is a nasty habit that she does. But I told y'all can see the unedited version of Annabelle. Usually she moves her feet, not rolling her feet, scared to death of the edge. And it's not because of the training, because Bonnie has had the same training. No. Just pop them on the head, get them back to doing what they're supposed to do. And then pinch their chest and push them forward. Your fingers and their ribs. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. How'd she look?
She looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not liking the way she's rolling her feet though. I think she needs shorter toenails.
She's leaning on you just a little bit.
What?
She's leaning on you a little bit. Her head's crooked too.
Okay, guys. Her what?
Her head was cockeyed.
Yeah, I know. So if they start leaning on you, what I do, push them back off me. Make them move over. I mean, I don't want my dog leaning on me. This is not... Stop. Stop. I'm not being ugly to the dog. I'm disciplining her. So, and she obviously needs to be reset up. So we are going to be working on our show walk again. I only like to leave them on the bench for so long, unless you're Bonnie. Which she will stand there by herself. So dismount. Good girl. Okay. Now we're going to work on our show walk again. And we're going to have Dustin yelling. Dustin said he is not yelling. Okay. Most of the time at these shows, Annabelle, you're going to have kids that are yelling. Give me them. You're going to have people just being loud, obnoxious, going back and forth while your dog's in the ring. We had the whole ring flip over on us before. Bonnie freaked out, so I'm not... shows at the Green American. So usually what they'll probably make us do, let's just pretend this is the door at the Green American. And I'm showing her Friday morning. So on the Green American, we have 2 weeks. I've not been practicing with her at all because I've not been looking forward to this at all. So I'm being completely honest with y'all. I don't like showing her, but she needs some points and titles. So, they'll probably make us do this if you want her focusing on the judge and you. You want her to stop halfway decent. I might not even fix her. when I turn around. See, look, Bonnie wants to. No, ma'am. Alright, and then they'll have you set them up on the ground like I showed you and put them on the bench. Okay, if you want to try that training exercise, I don't suggest it with dogs that are already very timid of the bench. Annie's pretty, okay with it. She doesn't get scared easily. Back up. So, that's why I did it with her. But it kind of freaked Bonnie out. So we didn't do the training exercises, and we went to a show one time, and the benches were terrible. And she had been used to a really steady picnic table. Yes, I showed the dog on the picnic table for, I don't know, over a year, because I didn't have a bench. And it worked. So, you gotta use what you gotta use. I've seen people do it on their kitchen table, whatever else. Okay. So, we will continue doing these videos and giving tips throughout their videos. Another thing you don't want is your dog to have like scars all over. Well, I mean, scars are fine, but like sores. So let me see if I can find one. Okay. Like this. Come here, Dust. So she has like a spot right here. I don't know what happened, like if she was hunted or not, and you can barely see it. Some udder cream really holds that up well. Let's see. And then like this, there's skin missing on her foot. Stop. She doesn't like when I touch her, but yeah. Alright. I hope this helped everyone, and I'm going to continue working with her, and I will also do Bonnie. Do you think I should do Bonnie in this video?
No, not this one.
Okay. So, that's what I was thinking. Alright. We will see you later, and have a Merry Christmas, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to our Facebook, and we also have a website which is on which will be in the link under this video. Remember to give it the thumbs up if you like it, and comment your opinions on the video. Yeah. She actually did better than I thought she would do, so I'm very happy about that. Did she do better than you thought she would do, Dustin?
Yeah.
She just does not do well for Dustin, apparently. Bonnie likes Dustin though, so that's good. Annie likes him, just not when she is made to work. Very lazy. Yes, you are. Alright. Like I said, have a Merry Christmas, and keep them in the woods.